And we're live. What's happening, YouTube? I wanted to hop on here this evening and see if we have any viewers that want to have a live Q&A session. So that's why I wanted to hop on here. Hadn't been on here in probably a couple days. I actually just got off Facebook Live, letting everybody know about the class that's coming up Monday. What's happening? I was letting everybody know about the class that's coming up Monday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So we're going to be talking about how to use ringless voicemails in your real estate investing business. You know, whether you're wholesaling or just a regular investor. You can definitely use ringless voicemails in your business. Get your phone lines ringing. All right, so it's a very, very creative way to do that. Let me fix this a little bit. All right, perfect. Also, see, we got a couple people coming in, and if you're watching this on the replay and you hadn't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well, and drop some questions if you have any questions. We got a live Q&A session right now. I got some time this evening to answer some questions, so that's why I hopped on here. And if you're watching this on the replay, just drop a comment and I'll be able to answer your questions that way. Like I just said, we just hopped on Facebook Live and we did a live video, and we were simply just talking about the 3 reasons why you guys should be using ringless voicemails in your real estate investing business. One reason is because it's a little bit different than cold calling, because they actually end up calling you back, you know, once they get the voicemail. So it's a kind of slick way to slide into their voicemail because their phone doesn't ring, and they end up calling you back. So, you know, I would kind of say it's kind of quote unquote easier than cold calling, a more passive way to do it if you're not the type to just straight up cold call somebody. You know, it takes some balls to do, basically, to cold call somebody and just try to buy their house like that without building a relationship. So you can actually slide into their voicemail. And another reason is like I said, it's a very creative way to connect with sellers because they don't actually hear their phone ring. All right, so that's the beauty of it. They don't hear the phone ring, and they just automatically get, boom, a voicemail on their phone, and they're like, "Who is this? I didn't hear it ring. Let me call that person back." So they call you back, and they are interested in hearing what you have to offer. Also, it's a quick way to connect and get contact with motivated sellers. So you jump straight into their voicemail. Did you do cold calling previously? And if so, were you successful with it? Yes, I did do it previously. I did cold calling. And I had to let my other cold call guy go. So I'm actually hiring somebody else to start cold calling. So I'm in a hiring process right now. Yeah, but cold calling is good. Cold calling is good. I just like sharing different tactics, with you guys. Is it a good idea to get wholesale deals from real estate agents? I'm asking for someone. Patrice, I would say, from my experience, have I gotten any deals from a real estate agent? I can't say that I have, because unless it's just a deal that they heard about, it hadn't hit the MLS, so it could work, it could work, but I hadn't done it in my experience. Actually, no. To think about it, I have a broker investor. She's a broker investor. She actually sends me, deals that she doesn't actually flip. So she flips houses, has rentals and stuff like that. So she sends me deals that she doesn't have time to do. So, I guess it's about building relationships. With real estate, it's about building relationships regardless. But you may find deals from agents that hadn't listed the property just yet. but in my experience, I hadn't had it done, just from a regular agent. Agent investor, yeah, but just a regular agent, nah. No, no. And you guys don't forget to hit that like button as well and subscribe if you hadn't already subscribed to the channel. If you like the content, and definitely check out the rest of the content that I have. Check out the playlist for the 31 days of 31 ways to find wholesale deals. Um, what else? I got a whole bunch of stuff on here. So yeah, and you can actually ask your questions right now. If you have anything that's on your mind, you can go ahead and ask. Stephon, ask. Did you get Antonio Edwards IG live Q&A earlier? It was some real good stuff. No, I didn't. I actually follow him. I didn't see it. Man, my phone is on 1%. Let me go to Instagram and see if I can find it. I feel like it's about to die. He did like an hour. Word. Oh yeah, I see it. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna be on here for an hour, but I'm here for you guys if you have any questions. That's what's up. I mean, these live videos are great. It's great for engagement, great for content, great for getting information quickly. I mean, that's what it's about right now. I mean, you want to get information as quick as possible. It's that's why I like doing live videos. That's why I hadn't really done a regular video where I, edited and uploaded and stuff like that. I just like doing it real time now. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop it. If you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and drop a comment. If you have a question, also hit that like and subscribe button if you hadn't already subscribed to the channel. Let's talk about more. Let's talk more about condemned lists you touched on before. Like the code violation list. I have a code violation list that I use. So as far as like a condemned list, I think that's what you're talking about. I use code violation lists. So you can actually go to your county or, well, Louisiana's parish. Just go to your local government. I think it's your consolidated government. That's where I found my list. And you can ask them if they have a code violation list. So properties that have been deemed, violating some type of code. And so they should have a list. Now, when I first went a couple years ago, it was actual like a big list of paper. And so I went this year and it was an actual what was it, like an Excel file that the guy sent it to me, and that was perfect. And it was actually way bigger than what I got before because it was like a master list. So that master list was, I mean, it had houses on there from like the 90s. So in my market parish, they don't really like condemn houses unless it's like really, 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 really about to like fall apart. Yeah, free of charge. Like free. It's totally free in my market. Now, those 2 times that I got the list, it was free. I just went up to the consolidated government and they gave it to me. Now, I don't know about your market, but it was totally free for my market. So that's a beauty. That's thousands of leads for free. You can get to mailing them, you can get to skip tracing them and trying to cold call them, send them ringless voicemails. If you guys hadn't already, also go register for the class for Monday, having a class on ringless voicemails. So you should be able to see a link somewhere to click on it and get registered. Yeah. What market are you actually in? They should. I mean, I hope they do. That'll be a free list for you. What market are you in? Philadelphia. Okay, maybe. It's a way bigger market than my market. In a wholesale deal, do you just keep it simple when getting under contract and say you're going to resell the property by marketing, or do you go into full disclosure and give them the breakdown? No, I don't give them the whole breakdown, Nikki. Um, I do disclose. I just keep it simple, like you said. Usually, what I tell them is, "Hey, Mr. John, I'm an investor and I work with other investors. So other investors fund my deals. So if I don't particularly buy it, then I usually sell my deals to other investors. And so that knocks it out the park right there, knocks everything out. And that's the disclosure. Where do you get the list again? I work in 4 markets: Florida, Ohio, Illinois, and Connecticut. Wow, Patrice, you're virtual wholesale. I'm in 2 markets. Um, the consolidated government building or department, that's where it is in my market. Now, yeah, you may have to Google consolidated government for your market, or Google code violation, like Ohio or Florida or something like that. You should find it. I think when I first started, I had to call around to a couple different places, tell them what I was looking for, and then I got put in the right direction. So you may have to do a little looking, but it's free, so it's worth it. Definitely worth it. And Nikki and everybody, I hope I answered that well enough for you guys. And Patrice, yeah, I would definitely keep it simple, Nikki, though. Let's see. How do you calculate how much how much you should sell your purchase contract to your buyer? Obviously, I know there has to be equity in the deal for the buyer, but what is your process? My process of determining, basically, you're asking what to determine what your wholesale fee is going to be. I've been looking back, honestly, at my deals and the quote unquote hood deals, like in the hood. Um, they're kind of smaller, but as far as the better areas, like the flips, the flip areas, just better areas. Those type of deals actually make a little bit more, and then the multifamily deals that I do, I make a good chunk. But the way I determine it, I kind of back into it because I know what my buyers look to hit as far as like percentages and returns. So my landlords, um, they actually look for like 30% cash on cash return, if I'm not mistaken. And so I'll calculate that, and um I'll try to make sure whatever price that I'm giving them is close to that or over that. And then for my flippers, I just try to, tack on 5 or 10 grand. Honestly, I mean that's what I do. I just try to tack on 5 or 10 grand. Uh and if the deal has enough juice in it, enough meat in it, then I'll tack on 15, 20. I thought about going through the counting codes. Yes, oh my god, thanks. Skiptracing, what works for you? Um, Honestly, John, I've been using REI Skip. Yes, I heard about the 30%, but I did not fully understand it. I need to dive deeper into it. Yeah, 30%. 30% is basically, I guess I don't know if it's norm or what, but that's what landlords look to hit. So they got so many rules, like 30% rule, 2% rule, all that type of stuff. Do I mentor people in the same city? Um, I mean, as far as like mentoring and coaching, I don't really do it because it takes up a lot of time. A lot of time. I mean, I do have like I said, courses and stuff like that. I'm doing a class Monday, and that's on a particular subject. But as far as coaching 101, um, I don't do it right now. Right now, I mean, if I do, it'll probably be like group coaching, so that way I can hit a couple birds with one stone. Yeah, try Skip Genie for skip tracing. Has Skip Genie actually been working good for you? What's up, George? Stephon, has Skip Genie been working good for you? Would you say a house that retails for 1.4 million and you pay 915 is a great deal? This includes all repairs and assignment fees. Um, if it retails for 1.4 and you pay and I paid 915, is it a great deal? So you saying that's what you're marketing it at? Um, I'm not really sure. Let me see. I want to do the calculations on that, but my phone is probably about to die. Let's see. One. So I did 1.4 times 65%, 910 is what I come up with. So, it's kind of, I guess it's borderline if it doesn't need any repairs, includes all repairs. So, I mean, it sounds like a good deal. What's up, George? John, Stephon, I haven't been poor results. Okay, running. Could you mention Skip Tracer one more time, please? Oh, okay. REI skip. So you got that? REI skip. Yeah, there you go. Stephon got me. Skip Genie works great. It gives you 5 free skip traces. Oh, Patrice mentors. I mentor for students. So I hear you about. Yeah, so Patrice, so you have a lot of yeah, you got 4 students. I mean, that's probably a lot of time you spending with them, huh? Nikki, I hadn't ever done HOA foreclosure solely. Oh, so Patrice, yeah, it's yeah. I mean, mentoring is a beast in his own little thing. His own self. It's mentoring and coaching. It takes up a lot of time, especially when you're actually running and doing your work in your business. It just takes up a lot of time. I do these videos and make courses and stuff because I want to give back in the way that I can, but I can't spend a whole bunch of time coaching and mentoring, especially now because I have a 5-month-old. So, I'm running a business and I have a little one. Antonio was talking about wraparound mortgages earlier. I was a little confused and I forgot I was a rookie. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of tool of the trade that you can be doing in real estate investing. We actually do. I wouldn't call it a wraparound mortgage or anything like that right now, but it's something like it. We actually just got back from putting a for rent sign out on a property that we got creatively today. And my girlfriend actually got. Soon to be her first one. Just doing everything is time consuming, very much. So agree, definitely, yeah. But I mean, you sound like you killing it. You got 4 markets that you're in, that you're virtually wholesaling in, and you got 4 students. Also, I assume those 4 students are in the 4 markets. What market are you in, Patrice? Like your market, your home market. And you guys can keep the questions coming if you want. Florida. Okay. Nice. Florida, Florida, Florida. I know a couple people in the Florida market, Tampa and Orlando. Tampa, Orlando, and Miami. Yeah. I know 3 people over there that are actually doing deals and been doing deals for a while now. You guys have any more questions that pop up in your head? Florida, Lauderdale, up to Tampa. Okay. Oh, Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, all right, all right. Well, I know who to holler at if I ever want to do deals in any of those areas. Holler at Miss Patrice. I'm actually in 2 markets right now. I've been thinking about jumping into another market as far as virtual wholesaling, but yeah, I hadn't done it yet. Actually, been kind of just laser focused on scaling, like scaling up. So I may be jumping into another market soon. Whenever in life I finally start marketing and taking action, I need a strategic plan for bandit signs. I feel like people just put them anywhere and randomly. Yeah, you got to be strategic with your bandit signs. Have you started marketing yet, Stefan? Stefan? Um, I hope so. Yeah, yeah, Patrice. I'm in Louisiana. I'm in Lafayette is my home market, and I virtually wholesale in Monroe, Louisiana. That's North Lafayette, North Lafayette. That's North Louisiana. Do you prefer lease option or subject to? Um, it depends on the deal. It depends on the deal. So I've done lease options before. Um, I hadn't done any subject twos yet. Hadn't done any subject twos yet, but I have done just like 100% owner financing. That's actually the type of deal that we got, and we put a for rent sign out for it today. So we got a deal, owner finance, 100% owner finance, um, and we're turning around and renting it out. Louisiana is a good area. Yeah, if you're asking if it's a good area, it is a good market. You got, Lafayette, you got Baton Rouge, you got New Orleans. New Orleans is back on the rebound. It's on the up and up because of Katrina. Baton Rouge, they just had that flood, which houses for 100 to 150 grand are going between like 20 and 50,000. If you can find them like gutted and everything. So it's like the same thing that's happening in Houston as well. All those houses that got flooded, I mean, those are real good deals. And I actually thought about that was my next market was to jump into Houston because I know a lot of people over there, and you get great deals on flooded houses. I actually made like what it was like 30 grand on a flooded house one time. I see a lot of real estate investors doing owner financing. I've seen it everywhere. Yeah, owner financing is a real good strategy. You just gotta study and actually know what you're doing. Not yet. I'm a slacker, but thankfully I have at least attained a lot of knowledge in the past 8 months. I keep my ears and eyes open. Next week you purchasing the list. It's time. Yeah, because I was about to say it's time. 8 months. It's time. It's time. It's time, Steph. It's time. It's time. Like this week, send out postcards. I give you a personal goal. Send out some postcards this week. And what type of list are you getting? Because we do provide vacant motivated seller leads. Okay, because I'm in Houston and due to the flood, it's crazy here. Nikki, oh snap, you in Houston? Nikki, you in the gold mine right now. You're in the gold mine. I was thinking about actually jumping into the Houston market. I know it's so many deals right now going on. I got people that's in my mastermind that are killing it out there. Do have someone doing that in Texas. Oh, you talking about owner financing? Okay. Oh, so Patrice, yeah. You know about Texas and Houston and the flood. Think of absentee owners. Yeah, Steph, absentee owners is good, but I would probably suggest get a little bit more targeted. Um, I mean, like I said, if you wanted to get a list from us, we have a vacant house list, and some of them come with phone numbers that you can actually cold call up. Yeah, Patrice, she got gold. Nikki, you got gold. you are in you're in a good market because that market is going to be just like New Orleans is now. It's bouncing back. So when Katrina came through and washed out everything, like the Ninth Ward was like the hood, like the ghetto, like bad. So now everybody is coming in and gentrifying it and buying it because they still have vacant houses over there and flooded houses, and now it's on the up and up. So the same thing is going to happen with Houston. That's why I wanted to jump into Houston and start wholesaling, picking up some of those deals. Mad crazy, yep. You need both lists, girl. Oh yeah, no list. Yeah. Patrice said you don't need a list and actually go driving for dollars and write down all the addresses that you see. Like for real. Yeah, all the addresses that you see that are vacant. Let me be specific, that are vacant. And look up those owners and see if you can find them. Yeah, Patrice, give you a plan of action for this week. Exactly. Every side of town. Yeah. A plan of action for Nikki is to get out in your car, and you too, Steph. You can get out in your car and driving in like probably two neighborhoods and look for vacant houses. That houses that look vacant, that look messed up, that need work. Write it down. Go to your tax assessor's website. See if you can find the owner, the property owner. See their property mailing address. Write that down. Take a picture or whatever. Keep it. Send them postcards through Click the Mail, and you can skip trace. You can skip trace, and you can skip trace and try to find their phone number, and you can call them up. Or You can do both of those methods, and you can backdoor it and do another third method is send them a ringless voicemail and come on the class Monday night at 8 and come learn how to do ringless voicemails. You can sign up. There should be a link somewhere where you can sign up, or you can go to my you can go to my website brendancalhoun.net to sign up. Yeah, Patrice said you'll be closing deals at the end of the week. Yeah, by the end of the week. Yep, by the end of the month for sure. Nah, it's all right. We know what you're saying, Patrice. It's about action, you guys. It's really about action. Just like Steph, like it's been 8 months. I would say it's time, and those I see 4 months. It took me about 4 months to get my first deal, but I know people that got their deal in like 30 days because it's about the action that people take. Um, and if you really want it, if you're really hungry, you can get a deal real quick, 30 days or less. You just take the right action steps. That's what it's about, honestly. I got one now and the 6 in the pipeline, but mostly through Skiptrace. Oh, so you already got all right. So Nikki, you already got a deal? You got one deal right now and you got 6 deals in the pipeline? And they're mostly through Skiptracing? Is that correct? Yo, my phone has been on 1% for the longest. Yes, I was a former realtor and learned investments and crossed over. All right, perfect. You already in the game. You're already in the game, Nikki. You know what we talking about. You are already in the game. Are you still have your license, Nikki? And what part of Houston are you in, Nikki? Because yeah, she's good, Patrice. Um, Not in North Houston now 4 years. Okay, so you don't have MLS access, basically. That's why I was asking for Houston area, North Houston area, or anywhere in Houston. Well, you should probably if you had your license in Indiana, you could probably be oh, you got access by partners. Okay, okay. You could probably be wholesaling or virtually wholesaling in Indiana as well. You got friends in real estate. Friends, friends, friends. That's what it's about. Relationships. Real estate is about relationships. Okay, that's the goal. All right, perfect. It makes sense. It makes sense. It's only right. It's only right. If you were in Indiana, then it's only right. Yeah, exactly. People helping people. That's what it is. People helping people. Real estate is really simple. A lot of people complicate it, to be honest. A lot of people complicate it. A lot of people complicate it because there's so much money to be made. So that greed kind of comes into place. Greed and scarcity mentality. Yeah, 100% correct. You know, that's humans though. That's us humans. We do that. We complicate everything when it could all be so simple. It could all be so simple. Yeah, if you guys have any more questions, we can go ahead and ask them. Okay, there we go, Steph. Starting out, how did you market your deals you had on the contract? Craigslist. Yep, went to Craigslist. I got a buyer for Craigslist, and I sold that sucker for $2,000. Yeah, Patrice, a lot of fear. That's what I said. The scarcity comes from the fear comes from the scarcity. But yeah, Craigslist. Yeah, I mentioned it in a couple more videos. Anything you can get. My phone's still going off. Text messages on 1%. I have a Warrior phone. Yeah. Have you guys run out of questions? If you're just watching this on the replay, you can drop a comment with your questions. Also, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you hadn't already. And if you hadn't registered for the class Monday, go ahead and get registered Monday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We will be talking about ringless voicemails. So using ringless voicemails in your system, in your real estate investing system. I doubt I can probably drop this link in the comments because last time I couldn't. Yeah, see, it's saying error and try again. But you guys should be able to see the link somewhere around here. Somewhere. Even after this post, you can see it, or you can go to brandoncalhoun.net and click on the offers tab where you can actually get registered. Thank you, Patrice. Thank you for joining. Yeah, if you guys don't have any more questions, then I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here, and you guys can have a great Saturday evening. Enjoy your friends and family, and get registered for the class that's coming on the 8th on Monday night. Are you hungry? Time for food. Exactly. But that being said, I'm out. You guys have a great evening.